Korea's push to fuse artificial intelligence with frontline air power took a concrete step with a new pact between Korea Aerospace Industries and Kratos Defense and Security Solutions, aiming to develop manned-unmanned teaming systems that pair Korean fighters with autonomous collaborative drones. Announced on October 20, 2025, the Memorandum of Understanding aligns South Korea's industrial strengths with a U.S. firm known for attritable unmanned platforms, shaping a near-term path from laboratory demonstrations to an exportable family of AI Wingmen. While the agreement itself is not yet a production contract, it signals intent: prove a baseline architecture at home, earn the Republic of Korea Air Force's confidence through flight trials, and package the capability for partners seeking interoperable, cost-conscious air combat options. The division of labor is deliberately pragmatic. KAI, as the country's only end-to-end aircraft systems integrator, has been laying groundwork for autonomy through its AI pilot initiative, often described under the KALIT or KAI pilot banner, and earmarking the FA-50 light fighter as an early test vehicle for supervised autonomy, formation logic, and basic combat maneuvering. Kratos, meanwhile, brings a portfolio that spans the XQ-58A Valkyrie collaborative combat aircraft and a lineage of high-performance target drones backed by U.S. experimentation and service evaluations. Combined, those threads promise a credible route to connect a Korean crewed platform, FA-50 in the near term, KF-21 Borame thereafter, with affordable, survivable drone teammates that sense, jam, decoy, or strike on command. South Korea's operational concept favors repeatability over showpiece demonstrations. The cockpit remains human on the loop, with pilots delegating tasks to multiple unmanned aircraft through a mission system designed for clarity and speed. Onboard AI manages distributed sensing and weapons employment within the commander's intent, enabling a single fighter to assign roles, hand off targets, or reconfigure formations in real time. By incorporating launch options that range from rail and containerized systems to conventional runways, the approach preserves flexibility across dispersed land sites and naval decks. That versatility dovetails with Seoul's emphasis on resilience and rapid surge capacity under contested conditions, where dispersal and deception can be as valuable as raw platform performance. Global benchmarks are already shaping expectations. In the United States, the Air Force's Collaborative Combat Aircraft Initiative has narrowed vendors for its first increment and secured multi-year funding to bridge from prototypes into production, effectively setting the pace in crewed-uncrewed air combat. Türkiye has moved quickly to embed manned-unmanned teaming into its next-generation fighter program, linking KAAN with jet-powered Kızılelma and the stealthy ANKA-3 through an indigenous data link architecture that supports low probability of intercept modes and rapid integration of national mission software. The Korean-US pairing differs in emphasis: leverage American-proven architectures and rapid launch practices, apply Korea's integration discipline and export focus, and ensure compatibility with allied networks without locking customers into a single supplier's sovereign constraints. The strategic rationale is straightforward. A mature Korean MUMT package would raise sensor density and sortie generation at a lower marginal cost than building a comparable number of crewed fighters. It would also complicate adversary targeting across the peninsula and adjacent maritime approaches by multiplying decoys, jammers, and shooters controlled by a small number of pilots. For partners, the ability to add modular effects, reconnaissance today, electronic attack tomorrow, precision strike as policy allows, promises a measured growth path without wholesale fleet replacement. With interoperability as a design goal, nations could plug the system into existing kill webs and ground networks, extracting value from what they already own while future-proofing for more autonomous tactics. Budget realities and procurement governance will determine the pace. The current arrangement is in Mao. It does not yet constitute a program of record in Korea, and there is no public production contract specifically tied to this teaming architecture. Still, analogous efforts suggest likely pathways. U.S. budget documents indicate several billions of dollars programmed for collaborative aircraft through the latter half of the decade, reflecting a maturing understanding of unit cost, attrition tolerance, and lifecycle sustainment for attritable wingmen. In Seoul, defense planners have signaled rising top lines and prioritized AI and unmanned capabilities, creating a receptive environment for a KAI-led effort to move from demonstrations into a formal defense acquisition program administration acquisition. Kratos's recent collaborations abroad, including a teaming announcement in Europe earlier this year, underscore a wider market appetite for loyal wingman concepts, even as those arrangements remain separate from the Korean track. The expected development cadence in Korea mirrors modern autonomy programs. Early work should refine human-machine interfaces and safety cases on ground-based rigs representative of FA-50 and KF-21 cockpits. Captive carry events and formation flights would follow to validate handling qualities and deconfliction logic, with live mission system trials introducing representative payloads and contested electromagnetic scenarios. The Republic of Korea Air Force would then iterate through operational assessments to verify that data links, teaming behaviors, and rules of engagement function in realistic vignettes. Kratos's modular architectures, combined with reuse of flight-proven airframes, can compress timelines. KAI's role is to harmonize avionics, certify software loads, and document export configurations within Korean and partner standards. Risks remain visible and manageable if addressed early. Data link resilience and cyber hardening must be proven against jamming and intrusion while preserving the low latency that makes teaming tactically meaningful. Autonomy will require transparent behaviors and clear override logic so that pilots understand, predict, and trust what unmanned wingmen will do under stress. Industrially, supply chain coordination and export control compliance could become scheduled drivers, particularly for sensors and electronic warfare payloads. Competitive pressure is also a factor. As U.S. programs firm up and Turkish offerings mature, performance and price expectations will continue to tighten. For export customers, the proposition is modular choice backed by credible testing. A baseline package could center on reconnaissance and decoy roles that stretch an adversary's defenses and protect manned formations. As confidence grows, operators might add electronic attack pods to shape the electromagnetic battlespace or precision strike payloads for high-value time-sensitive targets. Launch flexibility, containerized for austere sites, rail or runway for established bases, and maritime options for deck operations, extends operational reach while making it harder for opponents to predict where massed effects will appear. Because the architecture is designed to be network-aware rather than network-dependent, nations can integrate gradually without overhauling existing command and control systems. The timing of the announcement matters. South Korea is investing across a spectrum of AI-enabled defense capabilities, from ground autonomy to airborne sensor fusion, and its aerospace sector has matured from licensed production to genuine design leadership. By partnering with a U.S. firm that has already flown attritable combat aircraft, KAI reduces early technical risk while retaining control over integration, certification, and export packaging. That balance, foreign-tested components knitted into a national architecture, can accelerate fielding without sacrificing sovereignty over mission systems and data. Ultimately, the measure of success will be operational credibility rather than showreel footage. If pilots can reliably task multiple drones from a single cockpit, if autonomy can handle routine formation tasks and basic combat behaviors without constant micromanagement, and if the cost curve keeps pace with attrition-tolerant concepts of operation, South Korea will have converted an idea into a force multiplier. The MAO with Kratos does not guarantee that outcome, but it meaningfully increases the odds by aligning complementary strengths and setting a clear, staged path from rigs to runway. In a decade defined by contested airspace and tight budgets, an exportable Korean manned-unmanned teaming family, interoperable where it counts and tailored for rapid surge, would represent not only an advance for Seoul's defense industry but a new option for allies seeking affordable mass and resilient air power.